grassroots philanthropy can positively impact children's education? That has been a question that many have posed and came with many answers. In the past, donors usually came with a program and they invested in a 5-year project, which at the end of the project, everything fell apart because there was no ownership in it. That has been most of the investment. As to add on to what I had mentioned, I have a series of proposal solutions to the problem of children's education and how to impact it. One of the ways to do it is to get the community involved. By that, I mean that to have a comprehensive approach, involve the elders of the community in the process, in the management of the school, and deciding their children's future and showing them the benefits of educating the kids. Building on existing structures, like I have mentioned, why build new schools if you have schools that you can improve? One way to improve on a school, which is also getting the community involved, is to do an asset mapping as opposed to needs assessment. Asset mapping is going through the community, getting them together to talk about come up with what the issues are and why they're having those issues. Sitting down and seeing what assets they have in the community that can tap into in order to move things forward. It could be manpower to assist in refurbishing a building and there may be a carpenter in the area who can build desks and stuff that can be put in the school. And also, one of the solutions, one of the things that could be done is volunteering. Volunteering, by that, is not just having people come and volunteer to work with the school, but is also to volunteer, mentor children. By that I mean, you can have approach successful business owners, leaders that in the community to come and do, come and mentor children, have a Saturday, let's say, a Saturday academy that will not take the children away from the weekly school, in which they can learn communication skills, leadership development, self-esteem, how to avoid pitfalls, conflict management, entrepreneur skills, budgeting, finance management, and how to interview for jobs or universities, colleges. All of these things will assist in allowing the children to develop. Not only that, imagine if you have just one program in which you take a child, like we do mostly in the US, but we don't do in Africa, take them out of their community to visit, let's say, the city, to visit a museum, businesses, factories. That is going to spark something in the child, in which they're going to see, oh, maybe I can do this. Oh, I see there's a possibility for me to do this also. I can become a doctor or lawyer and things, because they have interacted with us, they have been interacted and been mentored by successful people. There is also personal empowerment to help the adolescent discover their greatness, social development to help them break barriers and challenges they feel within their environment, educational support, creating platform for education opportunities, meaning working with the same successful leaders, businesses, or business owners to see how they can assist with scholarship, even approaching government or local government. Uh, and getting the community involved, one can also do economic development of the area. Most of the time, donors come with their projects, and each one of them have some specific aspect of a goal that they want to work on, but none of them talk to each other and see how they can complement each other's work. For instance, donors also can be brought together and say, okay, this is what we want, this is what you're funding. We need funding in this area. How can we all work together to move things forward? And lastly, in the schools, one of the things that could be taught is democracy and governance. We all know that most of our children, specifically in Africa, do not know what the Constitution says, do not know their rights, do not know anything about governance. It can start at that level in which they can elect the school body, the kids for their level. They can elect their ward members, for any position that could be filled by a student, they can go ahead and elect those people. That will give them a sense of democracy and governance. But aside from doing that, once those kids are elected, they need to be workshopped into the area they've been assigned. Workshopped into the areas they've been assigned to get those skills. The other aspect is also the well-being and wellness of the children that needs to be looked after and worked on in order for them to be able to go to school with food programs and things that could be worked on with donors. I think I'm going to stop here and save the rest for questions. I'm going to let Nick talk about specific programs.